Hello, how's everybody doing? So far in the voting for what our name should be for the subs, the Rays of Sunshine is winning. Um, let's see, what else did I need to say? Oh, yeah. Thank you, guys. If I had balloons and streamers, we have hit the 1,000 sub mark. According to YouTube, I've met all the criteria to be able to go live. They say it takes a little bit of time for it to system the process, blah, blah, blah. Once that's done, I will be scheduling a live. Cross your fingers. If they've got everything in place and allow me to, we're going to do this Tuesday night because I'm off work. And I'm going to try to schedule it for sometime between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern time. Because I've got a couple little things in the works that I have to do for me personal Tuesday. Also, there is one of my subs that's reached out to me on a personal issue. A family member that's a DV survivor that is going through some issues. I've emailed you back. I need your permission to share your email so that we can investigate the situation more. I've got two people in two different states that surround the state that your family member is in that work with the Innocence Project. They're willing to help us. We're going to get you, not just my little YouTube channel's attention, okay? We're going to get you the Innocence Project pushing, okay? That's what I'm trying to do for you right now. So please just return that email saying you give me permission to share that with these two ladies. I'm going to give you some personal contact information in the email for me when you return that. So if I need anything, I'll be able to get a quick contact with you. We're going to do everything we can. And I am going to feature on live. I'm going to tell my story. And if you're okay and I get your okay and release, I'm going to pull you up. I'm going to get your information. In other words, I want you on here live with me. I want you to be one of the people I'm speaking to. We're going to get your story out. We're going to get your family member's story out. Because I think it's important. I know my subs are really going to be behind you, okay? And I really want to get that out there. Now, on with the summer business. Summer Wells, Justice for Summer. I'm getting all kinds of reports about the skeletal remains. The bottom line is that I'm still being told by law enforcement until the results of the forensic exam are back, they will not tell us if it's an animal, child, male, female, any of that. They really honestly don't know. So any other reports are unsubstantiated at this point. And I love Don Buchanan, even his point. And I get what he was saying about the man's right there. And he said the word he. Have had confirmation from the missing man's family, the man with dementia that was missing in the area. They have been told that it is not him. How they know that, I don't know. That is, again, unsubstantiated. Please know that. So, guys, keep praying. We got to keep praying for Summer. We need justice for Summer. We want Summer to be found. Bottom line, we're doing what the parents wouldn't. And those of you that have reached out to me in our emails talking about passing out the flyers and posting them, I wish we could have got that done. If we can get permission, maybe we can still get a caravan going and go do that and get them out there nationally. I'm trying to get e-copies, so maybe we can all share and post it on our social media sites and get the word out, because still there's so many people that don't know. This has not received any news coverage. It's not been on the regular news that regular people watch. There's a lot of people in my area that don't watch YouTube, that don't see this stuff that we're putting out there. And we need to get this little girl's face and name to them. Period on that one. I haven't seen a lot about this. I don't know if you guys watch Duty Ron. I love his show. He's also on Police on the Cuff often. or police off the cuff. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I need to give a huge shout out to Mountain Girl 212. Her detractors call her Mountain Mouth. I love this lady. Her heart is in the right place. She's here. She's talking about summer and the situation with the right place and the right mindset, guys. So I need all my subs to go over there and support her. I don't know if you've noticed, she's posted my comments, giving me a thank you. She sent her subs over here to help us push over the line. She's a wonderful lady, and she's in it. She's here for the right reasons, folks, okay? She cares. She's not as emotional as me, you know, and it is what it is. But understand, she has her heart in the right place. She cares about Summer. She cares about the fact that Summer's voice has not been heard and that we need to speak for her. So go on over there, please, and support her in any way we can, because we need to make sure that the individuals, the YouTubers out here that aren't about making money off this situation, that are here because we give a crud about what's going on and about this young lady. I said young lady. About this child, because she's not a young lady, she's a child. About this child being found. And about her receiving justice. And whoever hurt her getting their justice too. Okay. Duty Ron had a polygraph person on. And I don't know if you ladies and gentlemen out there watch, because we got some guys in here now, fellas, folks. Matter of fact, shout out to Tay, my coworker Tay. Love you. You were my 1,000th sub. You put us over the mark. I was at 999, and you did it right in front of me. I got nothing but mad love for you. This is a 18-year-old young man, and he's got a long way to go. He's a very good person, big heart. Get that track scholarship and let us see you nationally. We support you, honey. That being said, I don't know if you guys watch Steve Wilkos or not, but the guy that does the lie detector on Steve Wilkos, you know, everything I wrote down, I forgot to even write his name on. Ron Dudikoff. His last name is Dudikoff, I think. I'm probably not pronouncing it right, but he is like very well, like in the top percentile of like his polygraphs are 99.4% accurate. He quoted all of his credentials and everything else. He's one of the most accredited polygraph experts in the United States. No holes barred. Also, like I said, you've seen him, I'm sure. I think it's Dan Rudikoff is how you say it. I'm sure, like I said, if you've seen Jerry Springer, Steve Wilkos, he does theirs. And I know we don't want to do the Jerry Springer thing, but Steve Wilkos, he's an ex-police officer, and his show is fairly serious, you know, for a talk show, for what it is. I'm thinking I'm saying it right. Dan Rudikoff. I murder names. I apologize. I am what I am. I'm just country. I've got a few points, and a lot of this, guys, is just going to be validation for us, because letting us know that we're thinking right. We're not thinking wrong. We're not coming after Candace and Dawn. We're not maligning them unnecessarily. We're not doing any of that, you know. We're just picking up on natural human instincts. And I guess a lot of us DVSA survivors, our instinct levels are like up here, apparently, because we're right there with these people that are accredited and that do that for a living. What he said, and I've got Duty Ron, polygraph guy. You probably can't read my scratch. Sorry, but I can sometimes. It says, Duty Ron, polygraph guy from Steve Wilkos. This is about, he watched 2 videos, okay? And this is what he got from those 2 interview videos. The first one is going to be this, what we've affectionately dubbed the Sermon on the Mount. That's the first one. That's what he's talking about. Telltale signs. And what he talks about is telltale signs of deception. And I'm just going to read what I wrote. I wrote pretty much verbatim. Some stuff I paraphrased because he used 25-cent words. And I broke them down to what I would say and what I would understand. Sorry, I just knocked my clock off the table on my face. Anyway, talking with my hands. Just telltale signs of deception. Of course, the lack of emotion or affect. That's a big one, and it's something that we all picked up on. It's something we all commented on. I still believe, and I'm still going to give them an out on that one, because it had been a few days, and let's just say, I know back years ago, like my great aunt passed away or whatever, family members from their doctors were prescribed like 5 Xanaxes or something. I don't know. I think that's what it is that calms you down. I hope I didn't say the wrong thing. I know there's something that sounds like it that's like for heartburn. It might be, it's either Xanax or Zantac. Anyway, whichever one, you guys know what I mean. Something that's supposed to calm you down and help you kind of get your emotions in check. I'm going to say that they went to see a doctor or, whatever, and they looked out for them. And that's what it was. And if that's the case, I just feel like y'all made a bad move because you had so many other things that led people to feel like you just weren't being honest. I'm really ready to scream. This camera keeps just shaking. Okay. Of course, speaking about summer in past tense, even Dawn noted that. That's a given. Those 2 things are kind of out there. It's something that we felt and that I touched on. You'll see a lot of this we've already discussed in the previous videos, but I'm just telling you what the expert said that's agreeing with us. Basically, maybe where we've weakened and said maybe we're overjudging. Here's another person. We've got Chris saying the same stuff. You've got Judy Ron. You've got the cop, the police off the cuff that's feeling the same way. And those are 3 guys generally that are in there discussing. And like I said, Chris, police off the cuff. You've got this polygraph expert. You've got the guy that Chris has brought in. Everybody's saying the same thing, that we as individuals out here, just lay people in the public, are picking up on and feeling. He said the fact that they were so adamant and so sure that she had been abducted. But yeah, they talk about the bears and the I don't. She said some kind of wildcat, cougar, whatever it was. We call them mountain lions, wildcat cougars, same kind of thing around here. We have those. Trust and believe. We've had them slaughter deer in our yard, kill some chickens, fight with some dogs. I mean, it's the whole 9. So I understand that. But they're so sure that she was abducted, that she was taken by someone from their residence, even though in the same sentence they're talking about the bear and the other wildlife out there, and they're not even suggesting that she could have been attacked or hurt by a bear and eaten or whatever at her age and her small size. And it's entirely possible, plausible. They could have suggested that, but they didn't. And that is an indicator of pointing law enforcement away from them. And that I wrote that in parentheses because that is what he said that was a telltale sign of. That they're trying to turn the investigation away from them. Wow, they're trying to control the narrative. Have we heard that before? Okay. He talks about the changes in the way that they refer to Summer. Sometimes they say her name, sometimes they've said her, sometimes they've said their sister, talking about in relation to the brothers. The fact that they don't keep saying her name like we do, so that we're specifically drawn to who it is they're talking about. apparently is an indication of deception. Now, we weren't even saying that when we were saying things. We're just saying things that didn't sit right. All of this, according to that expert, are indications of deception from the parents. The circumstances are highly unusual that a child would vanish from that remote area in seconds, in any way, but especially in the way they're saying. Okay? He said another indicator was the parents going off on tangents and over explaining, giving too much unimportant information, filling time with extra BS. Hello, we've been saying that. We've been, all this we've been saying. We've been screaming this. And people been saying that we wrong. That we're wrong because of it. We're not wrong. We know. We're picking up on stuff instinctually that, hello, like I said, my subs and me, we're not stupid. We're not ignorant. At all. At all. Stop feeding us a line of horse shit and expecting us to swallow it. We're not mushrooms. You can't keep us in the dark and feed us shit so we grow. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You're not going to change my mind about things that I know you're not telling me the truth. You're not being 100% honest. I'm not saying you necessarily had something to do with your child coming up missing. I'm saying you know more about the whole circumstances and situation than what you're telling us. And I've been saying it since day one. Since I seen Dawn in the interview with the little boy. Because I seen things that I know. That kid hanging his head down, looking at the ground consistently. It wasn't just because of the sun. Certain stuff his daddy said, his brows wrinkled up right here. His body language, all that stuff told me shit. You ain't gonna sit here and feed me a line and expect me to, yeah, poor Dawn. No. Poor Summer. And they should be more angry. They should be adamant. Why they stacks and stacks, according to all sources I can find, stacks and stacks and stacks of flyers still in the plastic shrink wrap laying there. They're not put out places. They're not hung. I would be in front of, I can't say it because I'll get in trouble. I would be in front of all the big box stores, all the grocery stores, at every shopping center where lots of people are at every day, handing out flyers. Please call us if you see anything, if you know anything. Nobody's doing that. Okay? The father licking lips a lot is also a sign of deception. And this is going to be hard to say and the way he worded it, but I'm going to put verbatim out there again with this. And then I'm going to give you my interpretation because I've already said this in a different way. He said this interview, the Sermon on the Mount, sounded more like a eulogy for Summer than a plea for her return. Again, the me, my, I feel this way, I feel that way, we feel this way, we feel that way. Same thing. You're sitting here giving us, like, why are you not holding her dog and saying, your yucky wants you to come home? I would expect that. Even if you're not crying while you're doing it. You don't have her favorite doll because she didn't have hardly any toys. You pay a $600 a month fucking... You can pay a $600 a month flipping car payment. But your kid don't have toys. Where are the pictures on the walls, Dawn and Candace? Where's the pictures on the wall? Do I need to go into my 3-year-old grandson's room and show you what I mean? Because even if I couldn't afford them, we have printed out through a printer. Had to take it to Staples, some of them, and print them out. And cut them out myself and put them on the wall. Paw Patrol, Bubble Guppies, Thomas the Train. Where are they at? It's easy. They sell them at the dollar store. Stickers you could put on the wall. Little cars that look like what's the car movie right now that I can't even think of? Mater and all them's in. Where are they at? You work in construction. Why didn't you get some pink paint and throw it a stripe of pink paint and blue or something on the wall? Let the kids paint it. Let them finger paint the freaking wall. It's the basement. Nobody cares. Nobody else would have seen it. It's supposed to be their play area in their room. Where's the decoration at all? We're showing you gave a crap at all about those kids. I got crap on my walls, and I'm a grown person. You got pictures upstairs. The sister's pictures hanging with the kids upstairs. There's other stuff on the wall. Why these kids ain't got nothing on the wall? And it wouldn't make me so angry, but you can't tell me you don't have little paint swatches enough of this or that left over that you couldn't let them take a paintbrush and streak a streak up a wall and make their own little designs and squiggles or something. What an activity that would have been to do with your kids. Rather than make TikTok videos of thunderstorms and fireballs and glasses like thinking you cool while playing music in the background or laying on a bed with a bunch of people. Y'all, it just irks my soul. Now, I'm sorry, and I didn't mean to cuss. I didn't mean to try to almost drop the F-bomb. I told y'all I'm a fan of the cursey words, and I use them a lot. I like a sailor. I can't help it. But it just galls me, as my grandmother would say. And she'd say it galls my ASS, to be honest with you. And it does. Y'all trying to play us stupid. And I'm just reading this because it's just affirmation to us, to me and those of us out there that feel that way. And yeah, I'm passionate because I don't like somebody blowing smoke up my ASS. I also don't like somebody handing me a crock of crap and telling me it's something it's not, because it's not the truth. Anyway, on his opinions and what he picked up on the interview with Candace, he was not privy to watch the portion of the interview where Candace took through the house and into the bedroom slash dungeon. That part was not given to this man to watch. All he saw was them talking by the water. Something we all picked up on. If you didn't decide until you had to wait for the prescription to run across the street and go swimming in the water, why was she wearing her swimsuit under her clothes? And why does Hunter say it was put on in his house and she say it was put on before they got there? It's not that really that it even matters that much. It's just odd and strange and doesn't make sense. Which he says that she still has that unusual affect given the situation. You know, that I don't care type thing. I'm not bothered. Unbothered. Whatever you want to say. And the last note I made goes back, I guess, to the swimming suit thing that he said. And I agree. Which is basically something else I said. The truth is the truth and it doesn't change. And it makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, it's usually not true. Wow. So simple, but so real. How much crap have we been trying to be sold by these people that doesn't make sense? I'm tired. As I said in one of my other interviews or other videos, I'm taking gloves off. I'm tired of trying to be nice. I tried to be nice. And I'm even still not saying that they did something. I'm going to agree with him. His overall take on their honesty and thoughts on everything. He said, some deception from both. Neither could be ruled out as suspects. Period. We agree. We agree. He expounded upon that by saying, they are not being 100% truthful about what has gone on with Summer during the abduction scheme. he can't tell us exactly what it is they're lying about and what the truth of the situation is. What he can say is they're not being 100% honest with us about the story they're telling. They know more about it than they're letting on. We all know this, but again, that's just some more confirmation, affirmation, however you want to say it. I don't care how you want to put it. Don and Candace are not telling us the truth of the situation. He also did say, and I didn't write it down, but it doesn't make it any less true that I didn't write it down. He also did say that something went on at that swimming hole, that swimming hole was somehow significant to this situation. How? He doesn't know, and he can't tell us based on what he saw. I found it to be very, how I say it, interesting. Oh, another thing, couple things that he said about lie detectors and whatnot. They ask you a baseline of questions, check a, interview, you do a pre-interview process and everything else, ask some questions, they get a baseline. Certain things they do, if you're on certain medications, legal and illegal, alcohol and somewhat, you'd have to be quite intoxicated, alcohol and somewhat type things that you wouldn't fail the test, you wouldn't pass the test, it would be inconclusive because you were unable to be a proper test subject. Sound familiar, folks? Ain't that what actually Dawn has said about Mom while throwing her under the bus? Just saying to you. And that they often do give lie detectors more than once, usually at least 3 times, 2 different examiners, and that's to compare the results. So if you give it 3 times and all 3 times this comes up that you're being deceptive, then you're probably lying. And it increases the probability. And that lie detectors tests are admissible in court as evidence against someone, just like testimony. And that lie detector administrator will have to testify about it. They may only give somebody a test once or twice if the deception is just kind of like off the meter. Also, if they discover that someone is trying to use certain tactics to defeat the test, that also is a huge indicator of deception, because why you need to defeat something that you're not lying about? Just saying. I mean, hello. Guys, I've got mad love for you, and I really want to find Summer. I'm going to be 100% honest here. I'm just tired. Today was a really hard, long day at work. Got to get up and do it again tomorrow. I'm not going to be off again until Tuesday. Not going to leave y'all hanging till then. I'm going to make my videos as I can. Probably try to drop a couple of the little brief videos during my lunchtime. If by 8 p.m. tomorrow it's still not allowing me to go live and saying that I have to do something, because I've verified the channel. We've got the subs. I've got 5.0 or higher Android. So I don't know what's going on. And it says it may take some time. So if it's not up, I'm contacting YouTube to find out what we need to do, because we've worked hard. We, not me, we have worked hard to get to this level. And I'm so thankful for you guys. And Summer is thankful for you guys, because the more subs we have, the more airplay we get and the more attention she gets. And that's our bottom line here. And then it'll also make it easier on our lives. It'll also make it easier for those people that we're trying to get attention for. And like I say, I'm working with the Innocence Project. We're going to get everything done we can. We'll get as much exposure. If I can get you some national exposure through somebody else talking to you, I absolutely will. I will. But I've got my ladies ready and lined up. I need you to send me that permission. Guys, I just want to say thank you. I love you all, and you are appreciated. and respected here.